Hi guys, it's me, Gemma. I just watched a video on YouTube by a page called A Special Community by a guy called Kerry Magro, who also has autism, and he did a video stating 12 things you should never say to somebody with autism. So I thought I would do my own personal version as a reply video to that video. So let me just get comfortable. That's it. So let's start off, shall we? The first thing, you don't look like you have autism. This really frustrates me because it's something that is said with a complimentary attitude, but unfortunately you can't tell that someone looks autistic from the outside, so you can't show people something that's in your head. So it's meant as a good compliment, but at the same time it's kind of not meant as a good compliment, because it's like, oh well, you don't look like you have autism. That really does frustrate me. So do not ever say that to someone on the autistic spectrum. I'd never known that you'd have autism. Ugh. This is a annoying, stereotypical statement that is often said to people. Oh, I'd never have known that you were autistic. It's so belittling, berating, it's just demeaning, agitates me to the point that, again, it's about lack of awareness and acceptance that someone's different. And you can't tell from the outside that someone has autism. So, please do not say that to someone who's on the spectrum or who is suspected to be on the spectrum. Number 3, was maths your best subject? No, it wasn't my best subject. We're not all maths geniuses or maths boffins. Just because we're on the spectrum doesn't mean we all have the same qualifications or interests. So no is my answer to that question. Is your autism similar to Rayman or Temple Grandin? No, it's not. Everybody on the spectrum is different. So yes, I might have high functioning autism, but my autism is high functioning autism, and I have different sensory issues and different barriers that Temple Grandin and Rayman have, because Rayman is more of a mathematical genius and can be good with numbers. Temple Grandin is great with animals and animal science, which I'm not interested in any side of that side of things. So I'm very much into politics and raising awareness of autism and disability, and I'm very much a film geek, a CD geek. I like to watch TV programs like series like The Vampire Diaries and the Originals. So no, my autism is not similar to Rayman or Temple Grandin. Number 5, the words I'm sorry. That really agitates me, because I don't understand why people would say that to me, and I don't understand why they have to be sorry, because I've found out that I'm uniquely neurologically different from everybody else around me, and I'm not sorry that I'm different. I'm acknowledging that I'm different, and I still get used to it. It's been nearly 4 years, but I hate the words I'm sorry, because it makes me sound like I'm broken, that I need to be fixed, like I'm a medical mistake, and I'm not. And it's just a different way of seeing the world. So if I hear the words I'm sorry, that's really going to agitate me, and it really just, it just really agitates me, makes me want to just get quite upset, because it's words that don't need to be said to someone. So if you do come across someone with autism, do not say the words I'm sorry, because it's automatically just going to upset things. Number 6, but you seem so normal. Again, this is such a derogatory term, and just something that I hate hearing being said. I've heard this being said on autism videos on YouTube, and so, but you're so normal. Actually, no, I'm far from normal. I have a different brain to you lot. I have sensory processing issues, which means that I'm sensitive to certain kinds of noises, and sensitive to some kinds of different smells. So therefore I am not so normal as you put it in your stereotypical box. I am someone who's autistic and I have my own issues, but yeah, so please do not say, but you seem so normal, because I'm not, and it really, really, again, frustrates me, and to the point where I will actually snap at you and argue with you about it. Number 7, really, but you can talk. How can you be autistic? Ugh, how many more times am I going to hear this stupid question? Yes, just because I am verbal and I'm on the autistic spectrum doesn't mean that I can't be autistic. I have different sensory things wrong with my head. I have different ways of communicating to everybody else. And just because I don't look physically disabled doesn't mean that I'm not autistic. And the amount of times that I've had people say to me, well, you don't appear to be autistic. Oh, come on. Like I've said before, I can't show you what's in my head. It's a neurological disorder which I can't do nothing about, and I wouldn't want to do nothing about it anyway. So please, please, please do not say this to us. And it's just, number 8. Are you cured from autism because you can talk? No! There is no such thing as cures for autism, and I know that there has been a lot of things online saying that you can be cured from autism, or that there is therapies out there to cure your autism. Let me tell you that there is no such goddamn thing as autism cures. It's all ridiculous nonsense, and I don't understand why people would want to cure us. So my answer to you is no, I am not cured from having autism. Number 9, you must be really high functioning. Oh, again, why? Why feel the need to say this to somebody who is on the autistic spectrum? Yes, I am diagnosed with high functioning autism, but it doesn't mean that I am really high functioning. On some days I have really bad anxiety. I don't want to go out. I don't want to socialise with anybody. I'm just really tired. I'm fed up. Some days I'm just a really emotional wreck where I cry. I get frustrated at the most silliest little thing, and it will just trigger me off to the point where I don't want to be around anybody. So please do not say to me, oh, well, you must be really high functioning, because I'm not. Yes, I appear to be high functioning most of the time, but there are some days where I'm not, and there are some days where I won't even want to film videos because I just feel too exhausted and mentally too worn out to do them. So, yeah, to that question number 10. Do you take medication to make your autism? No! I do not take medication. Yes, I do realise that some children might have behaviour medication for autism, but I don't take anything for my autism. I wouldn't want to take any medication because, again, that implies that we need to be fixed and that we're damaged, and we're not. And I am someone who has got passionate more and more about these kind of subjects, because it's, again, trying to get people to a scare culture, thinking, oh, because you're autistic you must need medication. This is not the case. It should not be the case, and I'm hoping that it will not be the case in the future. But at the moment it seems that there's a lot of scaring going on with medication. So no, I do not take medication. Number 11. Really? And I'm thinking, really, do I have autism? Yes, I do have autism. I was diagnosed 3 years ago. This January just gone. It'll be 4 years in January. And I've known that I've always been quite different and quite odd and stood out a little bit from the rest of the children around my age or even in my year group. And I've always not been noticed because I've always been a really good, well-behaved student. I've always done as I'm told. I've not played up. I've not had violent behaviour or challenging behaviour, as is often assumed with autism. And the final question, question 12, is what is it like to have autism? Well, this question can be in 2 parts. Part 1 is that it's a neurological disorder. It's something that I've been born with, that it makes me see the world in a different way, in unique senses, so it can be a blessing and a gift because it helps me to think differently from everybody else in the current society. Part two, it can be a barrier because it can stop people from doing things such as travelling or being independent and things like that. But for me, I'm very much able to live on my own. As you can see, I'm in my own place, sitting here talking to you. So it can be rather difficult sometimes when you don't know what's wrong with you, or if you feel emotionally unwell, or if you had a really bad day, you don't know why, it all of a sudden will just come back to bite you. So I hope this video has been useful. Please comment, like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks guys, bye.